All right, so last week I went and I got the coronavirus COVID-19 antibody test done here in Lubbock. And today the results are in. Hey everyone, I'm Chad Hasty, host of the Chad Hasty Show, which airs weekday mornings 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time on News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 a.m. KFYO. Last Thursday, the folks over at Covenant Health, located at 98th and Slide Road, they've set up two buses basically, allowing people to get antibody testing done. Now, this is not testing for if you have coronavirus or COVID-19 right now. If you think you have COVID-19 or you think you may have, coronavirus, you need to go through, like the drive-in clinics or call your physician and ask them what to do. The antibody test is basically for those people who either had coronavirus in the past or think they may have had coronavirus in the past. Now, to be honest with you, there's really no reason why I thought I had coronavirus. I just went because one, I was pretty interested in seeing if I had it, if I were one of the people, the 80% or so that had coronavirus but experienced no symptoms. I haven't coughed, I haven't had trouble breathing or any of the symptoms of coronavirus. Now, here's what you do in this test. It's I believe it's the serology test, where they take blood from you. You line up at 98th and Slide Road. Take for those of you in Lubbock, you take the entrance right off of Slide Road, and you wait in your car. And they take your temperature. They do the forehead scan. You move up in your car, then you get into the parking lot. They fill out all your paperwork for you. You have to be 18 years or older and have insurance in order to get a antibody test. Now, in this test, it doesn't cost you anything. It's free. There's no copay. They're not going to send you a bill later on. And this is what they told everybody. This is free as long as you have insurance, and as long as you're 18 years or older, and you're not sick right now. If you're sick, they're not going to take you. You got to wear a mask. You go, and once they fill out the paperwork for you, you wait in your car. They text you and alert you when it's time to go in and donate blood. The actual process to donate blood doesn't take very long at all. It's about a vial that big or so that they take from you, and they ship it off to Dallas. And then once it gets to Dallas, they test it in Dallas, and then it took mine about a week. I went on last Thursday, got the results in today. What happens is the lab in Dallas will contact Covenant here in Lubbock, and they'll let Covenant know exactly what they found, and then Covenant will send you a letter, just like they did to me. So the 3 to 4 day timeline does seem like that's what happens. You get a letter back in the mail. About 4 pages long or so, that details everything. You got the cover letter, you got how the test works, and this is what I thought was interesting on this one. This type of antibody typically occurs later in the course of the infection and often remains in the body for years. This is according to what they know as of right now about COVID-19. This test was developed by Abbott Laboratories. It has an excellent reputation and is thought to be the most accurate test on the market today, based upon a review of multiple different types of antibody tests made by different manufacturers. So the one that Covenant does is from Abbott Laboratories. They say it's the most accurate that's out there. A test essentially has no false positive results. No false positive results. That is a result of suggesting that an antibody response to COVID-19 when none really exist. A false negative result occurs less than 0.5% of the time, which would indicate antibodies are present to COVID-19 when in reality none are present. So then it tells you, what a positive means, what a negative means, and then and I did not know about this term here, or this one, an equivocal borderline result, which would indicate that the IgG the antibody there, was detected at a level or close to the threshold of the limit for detection for the test. So they say that the equivocal results may represent an early infection, detection of IgG generated from past infection, or in some cases, an underlying immune disorder, immunosuppression, or other reasons. So that was interesting. And then you get to page 3 where they give you the results. And I'm not going to show the page because it has information about me on there that you don't really need to know. But it does say that I turned up negative for the COVID-19 antibody, which I guess depending on how you look at it, it's either good or bad news. I was kind of hoping that I would turn up positive, that I've already had it and everything was fine, didn't have to deal with it at all. But it's negative. So I do thank the folks over at Covenant for running the test. Simple and easy to do. Got the paperwork and everything back to me quickly. So negative here as far as antibodies go. Now, they do say, listen, though you're negative right now, there's a chance that we didn't catch it. There's a chance also, according to the CDC, and I found this interesting, if you test negative, this from the CDC's website, if you test negative for COVID-19 antibodies, you probably did not have a previous infection that has gotten better. However, you could have a current infection. It's possible you could still get sick if you have been exposed to the virus recently, since antibodies do not show up for 1 to 3 weeks after the infection. That means you could still spread the virus. Some people may even take longer to develop antibodies, and some people may not develop antibodies at all. So, it's not a perfect science just yet. They're still learning a lot about the disease. But as of right now, I can say that according to at least this test done by our friends at Covenant here in Lubbock, Texas, negative for antibodies on COVID-19. All right, thanks to everyone for watching this video. Enjoy the rest of your day. Remember, you can hear the Chad Hasty Show weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time on News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 a.m. KFYO. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk again tomorrow.